turn around and go feet first. Ow, because it's steep enough. Ugh. Just a second. All right, let's see if I can get in here without tripping. All right, in. So as you can see, it's got a nice tube shape to it. Turn around. The entrance is a bit tight, but other than that, the cave is nice and wide. Looks like the entrance is at the upper end of the tube. Notice how there's graffiti on the wall till about 8 feet, and then it's clear on the ceiling. Hopefully the ceiling will be a little pretty. Wow, it's cold in here. I can almost see my breath. Notice the floor is very flat except for some breakdown rock. Let me go over here to the left. Yeah, see? Ceiling's a little bit rough, not sharp edges, just sort of, uneven. But it was very pretty cave before it was all covered in graffiti. Some of the graffiti is probably fresh because it smells like paint in here. Arg. Hopefully I'm not going to get lung cancer or something from all this. Just a second. Got to adjust my helmet. All right, here we go. Yeah, see the ceiling, mostly just gray and red, like all the other lava tubes around here. Oops. Huh. Looks like the ceiling gets lower ahead and there's breakdown pile of rock. So be a little bit of tricky getting through. Wow, here's seeing a little bit of arch shape, cupola. No, there's more room to go to the left, but I'm going to go ahead and stick to the right. I think I'll fit either way. I just changed my mind to go back the other way. Excuse me. Man, it's too bad there's so much vandalism here, because look at this. On the ceiling here, that white stuff, that's natural. That's a hydrophobic bacteria. It's very shiny. Oh well. It's a super easy cave though. The floor is very, very flat, except for some rocks as trip hazards. Huh. Up there on the wall, there's a little bit of tiny ledge, but I doubt it goes back very far. seems to be a dead end. That's what I expected anyway. There's a lot more of that hydrophobic bacteria on the ceiling. As you can see, I'm on a pile of breakdown rock here, mostly on the right. I should probably get to the left then, follow everybody else's trail. But this cave is so worn out, it's kind of too late now. Here the ceiling's a little drier. Not quite as shiny and pretty. When I get down here off this breakdown pile, I want to show you something. So watch this. See that? My breath. So yeah, it's cold enough, humid enough in here. I can't actually see my breath. Ceiling's mostly smooth, but here's a little area where breakdown came off the ceiling. One little formation on the ceiling. Other than that, the ceiling's very smooth. Wow. Ceiling's dozens of feet tall here. Very smooth and arch-shaped. Got a few cracks though. What's funny, look at the floor here. See, it's flat except there's like a trench here. So this means when there's a lot of water flowing, this would be like a little creek in the cave. Cool. Wonder if that happens every year or if that's kind of extraordinary. See what's weird. So right now the ceiling's only like 15 feet tall, and then ahead you can see it gets taller again. That could mean that there's an upper level on top of me, but it could also mean there was just a gas bubble or something here. There's a balcony there. It's like the end of the balcony. Very small, not super big. Wow. The ceiling is like 50 feet tall here, and the cave is like 50 feet wide. Huge cave. Very easy cave. But you see, people have been setting off fireworks in here, building fires, etc. So it's definitely an abused cave. Bummer. Looks like I'm almost to the end of the easy part. I'll show you when my camera picks it up better. Like right here is where the ceiling gets low again. See, it's like 30 feet tall. Here's a ledge. Now it's only like 20 feet tall. It's getting lower and lower. I'm still standing though. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Darn. I gotta show you something. Look at the texture of the floor here. Like dried mud. I bet before people found this is really pronounced. But how damp it is and so many people walking through, it's been pulverized flat. So that's unfortunate. Wow, the floor is so smooth here. Partly because it's dirt and mud, but also people have been walking on it, pulverizing it flat. Man, you can almost go roller skating in here. Now here's something suspicious. There's a hole. So how natural is that? Did people dig it to put in a fire pit? Was it already like that from water flow? Or am I completely off base? Oh, wow. Okay, this is getting ugly. So look at this. Remember what I told you about water flow? It's like a big lake here in the middle. I have no idea how deep it is, but it's obviously full of pollution. Looks like it's at least partly artificially dug. Gross. Here's another one. So there's two of these ponds. I'm not sure how completely natural they are. They look like they've been partially dug artificial, but you know, whether they started out natural a little bit from water dripping on the ceiling or something, I don't know. Pretty gross. Very dirty water in there. I feel if I fall in there, I'll drown. So I'm gonna definitely avoid that. Okay, well, that was disgusting. Yeah, see, there's a lot of litter in here. Like, look down here. There's like bottle caps or something. Oh boy. If I own this cave as like a for-profit cave, what I'd probably do is like charge everybody $20 admission and give them a free garbage bag. Tell them, okay, if you bring this garbage bag back out full of trash, I'll give you a full refund. Anyway. Okay, now this is getting dirty and disgusting and obscene. Wow. So look, the floor is covered with sticky mud. Looks like people have dug farther, but it's full of water. So if you want to try to go any farther, you're going to have to crawl through some of the grossest mud I've ever seen. So I'm calling this the end, even though it's probably not. All right, well, kind of disappointing. No wildlife at all, no sign of bats. I didn't even see any cave crickets. Really disappointed that there's no life, no ecosystem in these caves at all. Well, the rock here, the ceiling is very dark, very, very dark. So, yeah, except for that hydrophobic bacteria, there doesn't really appear to be any life in this whole cave. It's really disappointing. Oh well. So here's the one of the ponds. Look at that, all gross. See that plume of red? Somebody threw in like an empty paint can in here. So people have been using this as like an open pit trash can. Nasty. That's why it smells like paint in here. It's people dumping it. Besides just the graffiti. Yuck. I'm glad this place is open though. I mean, having it locked so nobody can access it doesn't really benefit anybody. Unless there were like bats or something here to protect. No bats in here to protect. It's just a big rock. Wow, a little bit jagged ceiling. Not too interesting. Yeah, but this tube is boring. It doesn't branch out at all. It doesn't seem to be an upper level or anything. So, if it didn't have all this vandalism, it would be a really, really good beginner cave. Huh. I gotta admit, the graffiti makes it a lot more colorful and easier to see, though. But, oh well, it'd be nice to have some nature left on this planet. In the Star Wars fictional galaxy universe, whatever you call it, there's a planet called Coruscant. The entire planet is covered in skyscrapers. It's all one big city. Makes me wonder if Earth is going to end up eventually like that. It's easier than going to outer space, so just build, up. Without fusion power plants, that's never going to be practical. But if we master fusion, then yeah, there'd be a fusion power plant in every county, tens of thousands of fusion power plants in the world. Just cover the whole planet with skyscrapers. Kind of seems sad. Hopefully they'll leave some land left for nature. Wow, see the ceiling here was too tall for the graffiti vandals to reach. It's kind of pretty. Yeah, see, there's a weird shape in the ceiling here because that's where a rock broke down. So there should be a similar shaped rock here on the floor. Huh. Hold on, I gotta switch hands. My left hand is getting tired of holding my gimbal. It's not very ergonomic. Here's a rock pile coming up. Excuse me. Excuse me. See, I've been here 17 minutes and I'm already on the way out. It's not that the cave is short, it's just so darn easy. Kind of disappointing. Oh well. Yeah. Like I said, there's a little bit of rock exposed between all this graffiti. Whoops. The floor is a bit slippery here. It's very smooth, hardened mud. Wow. See that silver, this is gray rock, and then the silver stuff is hydrophobic bacteria. This cave would be very pretty if it wasn't for all the vandalism. Obviously that light ahead, it's natural light, that's the exit. So I'm almost done already. Kind of disappointing, but oh well. I have some other plans today, so it means I can finish here and go on with my other plans. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, 19 minutes, 14 seconds. There's a little hole in the ceiling, obviously from breakdown rock falling down. A little bit of red over there. I said this cave would be interesting and pretty if it wasn't for all the vandalism. Maybe someday somebody will take responsibility for this cave, clean it up. Huh, there's a rope hanging there. Interesting. It's a very convenient location. So, if this cave could get cleaned up, then have, access to people who don't have spray paint on them, etc. It'd be a really good beginner's cave just because of the location and the historical significance. It's a big historical marker up front because hunters used to hunt here thousands of years ago. Very old tube. Oh wow, I can already feel it getting hotter. It's really hot outside. Dude, it's only like 9 a.m. and there's already like 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It's summer. It gets warm in the summer. All right, so turn off my light. Ooh. Hopefully I can find my way out. It's pretty dark in here. That's sarcasm. Obviously, I'm facing the natural light of the entrance. Alrighty then. Well, let me pause the video. We'll call that good.